Now, two legal actions filed within the space of 24 hours, all seeking to overturn Parliament's approval of salaries for spouses of the President and his vice. The House in January this year approved the Emoluments Committee report recommending emoluments for the Executive, Judiciary and Legislature. That report also made provisions for the spouses of the President and Vice President, but this has so far been criticized by some legislators and the general public, with others defending same. This has also attracted legal actions, first from two NDC MPs, Roxing Nelson Dafiamekwe of South Dai and Dr. Clement Park of Bulsa South. They are joined by Frederick Ni Kome. Together, they are seeking a total of 8 reliefs from the Supreme Court, including a declaration that upon a true and proper interpretation of the Constitution, spouses of the President and the Vice President are not Article 71 office holders for the purposes of receipts of wages and emoluments. Well, there's another suit, and Joseph Akable, court correspondent, joins me right now via Zoom to tell us about it. So, Joseph, we know of the previous suit. Now we know there's yet another suit, and this time it's coming from the MPP's Kwame Bafo. Tell us more about that.
I mean, popularly known as Abronye DC is what a lot of people call him, and it's very interesting. The contents are very much similar to what has been filed by Dr. Clement Park and Roxy Nelson Dafiamekwe. It's essentially an attack on the work that was done by the Emoluments Committee that made the recommendations, and they asked for very similar reliefs. The only difference is that theirs are carefully summarized, so very few. And so they are asking for a declaration that the said approval that Parliament gave by way of the committee's reports is unconstitutional. They also asked for a declaration to the effect that the committee did not have the mandate to make any recommendations related to people who are not Article 71 office holders. And so to the extent that those declarations were made, they are asking Parliament, the Supreme Court, to come to the conclusion that it is null and void and of no effect. And so essentially they are seeking to stop the payment of the salaries that has been approved by Parliament, as we've been told and confirmed by government sources. And so two legal suits, different, but they look very similar. And earlier when we had engaged the NDC's National Youth Organizer, he had also indicated that they wanted to file similar. But when he learned that two of the MPs were also going to file, he had also explained that they wouldn't mind consolidating. And as we've seen in previous cases, when you have multiple cases on the same matters, very similar legal issues, the Supreme Court tends to either on their own merge those cases. We saw it in the voters register case, where another group came in raising issues about the birth certificate. The Supreme Court merged it. And so that is also something that we might see taking place, but it's still very early days.
All right. Thank you very much, Joseph Akable.